some new releases from Merit this week, including their brand new lip liners, but we have a few other new drops as well. I couldn't resist, went for it. I decided it was time for a Merit haul. So we've got several goodies in here. We're going to check them out. I am going to do a try on of some of them, at least swatch some for you, but probably do some try-ons, because a lot of my makeup has already faded off for the day, so we might as well go for it, especially on the lips. We're going to try some lips on, maybe blush, and I cannot wait to try out the perfume. Yes, there is fragrance in here as well. Anyway, if all of that interests you, you want to see what all is new at Merit, and stick around for some try-ons and my first impressions review, stick around and we'll dive right on into it. All right, guys, so welcome. If you're new here, I'm Cher. I have really been getting into Merit, and they dropped these new releases, so I went for it, and I am excited to try it all out. I'm really getting into the minimalist beauty, and I love the minimalist beauty vibes. I love the packaging of Merit. I love some of the ideas of it. I do love to travel a lot, and sometimes these same pieces are really great for travel too, but I'm also just really into kind of less is more at the moment. And I know that's crazy for me to say on this channel, because if you guys have been around here, you'll know I am probably the opposite of minimalist beauty here. We do a lot of overconsumption here. A lot of it, I just say is because I'm a beauty blogger and that's my job, is to review and get products and share with you guys so that you don't have to buy, exactly which ones are good and which ones are not. But for me, I'm really loving kind of the less is more in makeup and beauty. It's what I'm getting really drawn to. And that's one thing I love about Merit. Honestly, I love the packaging. I love the quality. Yeah, so I couldn't resist on this. So let's get started and I will show you everything I got in the haul. Now, this is the first time I've actually purchased through the Merit website. I have been gifted from Merit before in PR, and I've gotten a bag from them, but I've never actually bought through the website. And then I've gotten things in beauty boxes, looked around at through Sephora, but never directly. And so whenever you do go through their website, oops, things are okay. You get a free tote, and this is their little signature tote bag. It looks very earthy and all, doesn't it? And the other one that I had was also the same color, I think. So this comes with your first purchase, but I don't think that you continue getting a free bag after that. They also included this card that says how to use, and these are their new products. So you've got all of the lip liner shades, and then the new lip sheen, they call it the Shade Slick Sheens. I think they're going to be like a gloss, kind of a gloss, lip gloss. And these are the shades in those. And so they kind of tell you how to use, say, wear signature lip liner on its own for soft, natural looking definition, or paired with our new Shade Slick Sheen for a wash of lightly pigmented color with a pearlescent finish. And here on the front is a close-up of what they're going to look like. So, okay, so it included a little card about them and the colors. And I didn't go for all the colors for you guys, but I picked a couple. And also, I think what I ended up choosing, you can either buy these separately or you can buy them as pairs. And you can kind of choose what your pairs are as the combo. So I went for a couple of the pairs. So I've got a couple of combos. So a lip liner and a lip sheen, and then another lip liner and a lip sheen. So I will swatch these and then actually try them on the lips. Then they had some new shades in the Flesh Balms. So I picked up one of them. There were a couple, and I just went with one for now. I was kind of torn on which one, but I went with this one because it looked very bright. So these were a couple of their brand new releases. This is the shade Lusitano. Love that. So we'll swatch that too in a minute. And then the last thing, I had to try the perfume. So if you've been around here, you'll know I've really been on a quest to kind of transition over to cruelty-free beauty this year, and Merit is cruelty-free, and but it's been really hard in fragrance. There's not as many fragrances, good fragrances, but Merit is. And so I saw they have a perfume, and the travel spray just came out. It's now new at Sephora. So I went ahead and got the travel spray for now, just in case, because this is a blind buy for me. However, when I read the notes, I really felt like this is so me. Like, I'm gonna love it. So I can't wait to see what this is like. I'm gonna put a picture of what the bottle looks like on the screen. If I end up loving it, I may go back for the full size bottle. But I love the packaging of the bottle too. It's got that kind of like, I mean, everything's very like modernist, and you know, with the minimalist, just their packaging just always nails it for me. So that's everything in the haul. We'll go ahead and swatch and then do try-ons. All right, so first let's start off with the lip liners and see what they're all about. This is the Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner. Okay, so I got 2 of the shades of the lip liners. Here they are. This is what our packaging looks like on these. And the 2 shades that I got were Bespoke and what was the other one? Towback? Is that the name of it? Towback. I need my glasses. Yes, Towback. So, all right, here it is in person. We're going to kind of raise it up a bit, give you a feel for it, and we'll go ahead and swatch that one. So this is your very brown shade. Okay, and then our next shade is Bespoke, and I think this one was like a nudie pink, maybe? No, yeah, a little more on the pinky side. So those were the 2 that I feel like I wear the most, is gonna be like a nudie brown and then a little bit more warm brown, but they sure look a lot alike, don't they? They look like they're very smooth and glide well, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. All right, then we have the lip products. Here is the first one. It looks a lot like the one that I got in the, I think it was the Allure Beauty box. Biarritz, something like that. I don't know how you pronounce that, but Biarritz. Looks very pretty. And that is what that one looks like. We'll compare it to my other one, to the lip oil, in just a minute, that I got from Allure, just to kind of get a feel for the difference in the texture. All right, and then this second shade is more of a pink one, and this is the shade Pointel. So, you know, I'm kind of going with like warmer and then cooler, kind of is our theme. You need one of each, you know? All right, and then there is that shade as well. So they look really nice. I am going to look for that other lip oil real quick from Merit, just to compare and see what these textures look like against each other. All right, I thought I lost it for a minute there. So here is the lip oil that I already own, and it's a lip oil. And we got this in the Allure Beauty box. I had chosen the shade Au Naturel, and here is what that one swatches like. So they kind of look exactly alike, don't they, in the texture? Okay, that one's a little more. So the top one is the lip oil, and these 2 are the new Sheen Slick. I think it's supposed to be like a gloss, but it's more sheen. So I think you're going to be getting more of a sheer sheen finish on it. So, but very much alike, all of these, right? So we'll try it on in a minute, and then we'll swatch the new Balm shade. So again, this was Lusitano. So pretty. And there it is. So can't wait to try that on the cheeks, and we're going to do it in just a minute. But we'll go ahead and try out the perfume first. So the moment of truth. Does it tell us the notes on here? And if not, I will look them up to read to you. It's called Retrospect, by the way. That's the name of it. And I wanted to try it. I was gonna wait until the Sephora sale, but I was like, wow, I'm making a haul. Okay, I couldn't find the notes on it, so I looked them up again to remind myself. So it opens up with the top notes of bergamot, pear, ambrette, and aldehydes, which I don't know that note. I don't know if I've ever done a fragrance with that note in it, but I'm excited about the pear. Yeah, I've been wanting like pear scents in the spring here. Bergamot, I know I always like. So some kind of fruitiness, I'm thinking, hopefully. Middle notes are going to have jasmine, rose, rosemary, violet, and orris. Now, I'm a little nervous about the rose, but I love jasmine, so I'm hoping with that twist. Anytime a scent has jasmine, I usually tend to love it. And then the bottom notes are vanilla, musk, and moss. Now, I'm a big vanilla girl. I love vanilla as a base, and I love like musks. I don't know how the moss is going to go though. So we're going to see. So moment of truth. Let's spray her. Can't get her out. Automatically, I smell the musk. Like that's the first thing I kind of just pick up on. I'm going to put some over here too. Now, I haven't had a chance to obviously do a wear test. This is all going to be first impressions. We'll let it sit though for a few minutes so that I can at least kind of give you dry down after a few minutes kind of review on it. So very musky for sure, in a good way. I mean, it's not a bad musk. But it's like I'm not picking up on a whole lot of other notes on this one. Gosh, what is that? Is it like the orris maybe that I'm like violet? There is the slightest twist of some kind of floral powder. And I don't know what it is. Not getting a whole lot of like pear, bergamot, any of those top notes at all. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm immediately just kind of get the middle and bottom. It's this mix of like a slight floral, but it's not like terrible rose. I don't even smell rose. It might be the jasmine in there, but it's this twist of a little bit of floral, but mostly like powdery musk with it. So not bad. I mean, I won't say like, oh my gosh, it's amazing, my favorite scent I've ever smelled, but it's definitely not bad. It has this very like fresh, clean smell to it. Like, and I think Merit, you know, is just, it's a non-toxic brand. It's clean, vegan, cruelty-free, like all the things. And sometimes I can pick up on that in scents and fragrances. And this one does just have that very like clean smell to it. It's almost like I get this touch of like baby powder for a second, you know, like baby powder musk with a slight twist of floral. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So it'll be a good one. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go back and buy the full bottle though. I gotta like love, like be so in love with it to get the full bottle. But I'll definitely wear it. It's definitely nice. It's just, it's probably not like gonna be tippity top. Usually with jasmine in a scent, they tend to be the ones I really fall in love with. And I wouldn't say that's this one, but it's pretty good. I like it. And I don't think I'll ever get like a headache from it. It just has that like nice, clean freshness to it. So it's nice. So let's do some try-ons here. Let's first test out the blush real quick. I always love these blush balms. Love these. This is just the packaging. It's just the cutest. Like, doesn't that draw you in? And it's so, like, I would totally take this with me when travel and all of that. It's just so easy. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it like straight on, maybe on one side, and then we'll demonstrate doing it by dabbing the brush in on the other, maybe. Keep in mind, I have on hardly any makeup left from my day here. We were outside, we went to the park, we did some homeschooling math. It didn't really help math though, but we enjoyed getting outside. But anyway, everything has kind of faded. So, all right, let's do it. And then we'll blend it. Pretty, you know, with these, they look like this bright color, but with Merit, like they go on really subtle. I'm going to try it this way on the other side. If you just kind of dip your brush into it. And I almost got their special brush. You see it's even less on this side, but I do like the blend out a little more doing it this way. So maybe put your brush in it more. But yeah, I thought about getting their special brush. I may still pick it up on like the Sephora sale because they do have a neat looking foundation brush, blush brush, however you want to use it. But yeah, no, you can really build up a good flush there. Pretty. I love that vibrant color. So I wanted one in this bright shade. The one that I had before is a little bit like more nude. It's muted a little more, but it's still very subtle, like the flush. You got to really build it up if you want a lot of color like this. But then when it does go on, look how like soft it is, and just, it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful finish. So I love these things. So yeah, I like that color. All right, now let's test out the lip shades, and they look so much alike to me, don't they? That kind of more pinky versus the brown, they're starting to just look like the same shade, as well as the lip liners. There's not a lot of difference in the pigment, if you ask me. So I'll just grab one because I feel like you could probably mismatch either one of them. What is this one? We have Tobacco first up. So I'm gonna need my mirror for this, and I haven't prepped my lips or anything. They're probably terribly dry, but we're gonna go for it. So, ooh, they glide beautifully. You know, they're reminding me a lot of Natasha Denona's lip liners, which glide so well. I have to wonder though, how much is in here, because with hers, you use them up really fast. And I hope I can get more out of these. Pretty. I love how they glide. Now, I have to wonder, because they're so creamy, how long are they going to last? Are they going to like last on lips? Now, I am somebody who, I don't really like matte lip liners because, you know, they don't glide as well. But there is something to them sometimes. Now, can you take, on the other end is a sharpener, I think. I think you can sharpen it with this. Awesome. I love when it has that kind of stuff built in, because we always need to sharpen our liners. Even these glidey ones, you need to get them a little more, like they, you know, they wear down. But I really do wonder how much we're going to get out of this. I hope a good bit, because it's a pretty long pencil. Honestly, it's perfect for me, but I think the biggest test is going to be how long do they last. I like to kind of blend it into the lips a little bit, so it's not a big like starch line. That's just something I usually do. And then I'll add our lip sheen. We could go with either one of them. I think the Tobacco might be the one that's a little more browny, so I'm going to go more with the brownie shade on this one, which was that Biarritz. All right. And I also want to let you guys know, I have no fillers in my lips, none of that stuff. So you can see it on real lips. I don't mean to offend people that have had fillers and all that, but most influencers that try out lip products, you know, you don't always get a good feel for it because they all have big duck lips. I have 46-year-old thinner lips, so I feel like you're going to get people that don't have the big duck lips and all that. You're going to get a feel for it a little better, I think. It feels really soft. Let me get my mirror so I can do the rest here. Really pretty. I love how it feels. These still feel like the lip oils. They just have a little bit more sheen finish on them, but they are like super silky on the lips. I like that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I am going to wipe this off now, try to get it off as good as I can, and we'll try on the other one so you can get a feel for the shades. All right, next we're going to try Bespoke. Yeah, they glide so beautifully. So yeah, they look a lot like the other one for sure. Now we'll go with the other shade, Pointel. So I can immediately tell a difference in this shade going on the lips than the other one. Definitely a little lighter and pinker. Yeah, that does take on a much pinkier color. Really pretty. And yeah, it feels good. It still feels that like kind of oil, like their lip oil. It feels really good. The feel of it does remind me a lot of like the YSL lip balms. Just that same silky feel to it. So really like it. Yeah, like they are fantastic. I love the glide of them. Like I said, I think they really remind me of the Natasha Denona lip liners. It's going to be a matter of how much is in there and how long do they last on the lips. They're not matte, clearly. They're very creamy, which I love. I love when they blend like that, but they may need touching up though. They're easy to apply though because they have a little bit smaller tip. It's not like the Rhode new lip liners that have that fat tip on them, you know, Hailey Bieber's ones that are a little controversial right now. Like I feel like I really like these a lot. I think some of my favorite lip liners out there just are like MAC, ABH. Those are a couple of my favorites. And I think it's because they still give a lot of pigment, lots of pigment to them, but also a really good glide. These don't have as much pigment as those. So if you're looking just for that natural, but just enough with a really easy glide, I think this is your friend. And that's kind of what Merit is. It's more natural. Everything's not like highly pigmented. Everything is that natural flush, but still great quality and feels good, you know, on the face and lips and all. So, but yeah, but if you want more of a flush of color like this, you go for the brighter colors, but still it's so subtle at first, but then you can build it up to this. And so I do like that about Merit, I think. I'm glad I got to try more. I'm probably going to do even more on the Sephora haul, even more Merit. I'm really into Merit. I'm also going to be probably bringing you guys some minimalist beauty videos too, like just some of my top favorites for minimalist ideas. So if you want more in that category, stay tuned and let me know any questions you have in there, things you'd like me to recommend and try out. I will take that into consideration. So that was everything in my haul for today. Just wanted to try some of these new things out. I guess everything today was brand new from Merit. The lip liners were like especially the #1 drop, but everything else was new too. So all right guys, so that wraps it up. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys some of my recommendations on the Sephora sale. It's going to be a lot of Merit on that. We're going to be doing a lot of roundups here, more cruelty-free beauty, and I have a lot more things coming on beauty boxes as well. So you don't want to miss it all. You want to pop that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.